Right.
You know, time to shut her down. Back in the suitcase.
I can hear that. I hear that. That's what's up.
Fast enough. I can't take the makeup fast enough. I'm just like, okay, now I just need to, because I've given so much of myself that it's like when I get ready to, to just come back down, average everyday person, the energy that I've given so much to others.
Right. Right. Okay. Well, it's nice to hear that you're just a regular person, just like the rest of us. I thought it was just some kind of super duper, fantastic person that we just couldn't touch. But I mean, you know what? That also adds to your persona. I think you didn't put out enough of the regular you, because I think it would help humanize the Adina Howard character more, and it would make women feel like, see, because the argument I get in with a lot of women is that, oh, Adina Howard, that's just like that one in a million woman. But honest to God's truth is that most guys want an Adina Howard. Most guys, from like your first album, you were saying stuff like, all right, I just want to smoke a blunt, chill back, you know what I'm saying? I want to go out, have fun, like you said. I want to be romantic, but at the same time, being romantic doesn't mean that we have to just do it one position, or that we have to do it once a month. It's just like, all right, whenever we get that, we get it, and it makes it happen, and it's what it is.
But I think a lot of females, and I love my sisters, no matter what race they come in, have the issues are the ones who aren't really comfortable with themselves, or they were raised, with a certain thought process, and that's fine.
Right.
And who appreciate me, and it's like they're comfortable in their own skin, and they can relate.
Right, I feel you.
And that's cool. But eventually, the women that are out there, they're like, I don't like what you're doing. Well, no disrespect to you ladies, but y'all cocking your legs open and getting some. So what's the problem? Don't you need somebody to set the mood for that?
Oh yeah, thank you very much. I love that. Oh, thank you. Oh,
ambiance just right.
You know what I'm saying? Damn, I'm feeling you. That's what's up.
Unless you want the dude to throw on some hip hop and some Lil Wayne, talking about smack the bitch from the back. I don't know.
Hey, let me tell you, I have been with some women that wanted me to fuck them to some Jay-Z. They was like, oh, throw on some 3-6.
Hey, I am not
still riding clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you meet so many different people, but you know what I mean? Well, let's move on. We don't want to get back into my personal thing. We talked about that last show, and it went all awry and in the wrong direction. So, all right, I want to know what's kept you from making so many more albums. I mean, like, this is an industry nowadays where it's cats coming out with albums every 6 months to a year.
I know, right?
And then, like, now, I mean, it just seems like you're only on your like third album, right?
Fourth. On my fourth one.
Oh, you're on your fourth one.
Welcome to Fantasy Island was shelved. It never came out.
Oh, well, when can we get it? You should go. Who do I need to beat down?
Electra.
Electra,
yeah. You have to go to Electra and ask them for it. But T-shirt and panties came out for Welcome to Fantasy Island.
Right, and I've got that and the soundtrack and some other stuff. So yeah, and that was my joint. And I love T-shirt and my panties. And I just want you to know that you're the greatest person in the world for creating that song. Why you laughing? I'm dead serious.
It's just the way you're saying it.
If I could get you an award, you know what I'm saying, one of them big Golden Globe joints or a big Grammy, I would give you just for that. And I think, you know what I mean, because of the fact that who else did something like that? Tell me who did anything close to that sexy, period, in a long time. I mean, we got the old school records, but I'm not going there. I'm still a young dude. So, you know what I'm saying? I needed those type of records to be like, there's more than one person on this planet that wants you to get naked. She say it's cool. You should get naked too. That's how I be wanting it. But anyway, I mean, getting back on point. So what happened?
The reason why I haven't done as many albums as a lot of the new artists coming out is because I've had a lot of stumbling blocks. I've had a lot of issues as far as it goes with getting back into the industry. And once I've gotten back into the industry, such as now, I've had to deal with not doing their part properly.
Right. And
always do my part. I show up and produce and perform like I'm asked to do, like I'm contractually obligated to do. And it's like the labels just drop the ball. I don't. I really honestly can't tell you because it's not my fault.
Right. Right. But given the popularity of the records, I mean, wouldn't they at some point feel, realize that it's viable and that it's something that's what I mean, like something that's going to sell. I mean, I felt like all of those records were very successful, and it was just like you just weren't given that support. I mean, like I think,
Very important, and because of the lack of support is why I have not been able to put out as much music as I would have liked to have done. Um, everything happens for a reason.
right,
Happens for a reason. So, I just know that for me, I've done what was asked of me, and if they couldn't support the situation. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
right,
I can't really honestly give you an answer when I don't know the answers because those answers would come from a different party because it was their responsibility.
right.
I mean,
So that's a good thing. Well, I mean, so now you independent
yes,
and you making more money than before. The checks are bigger.
that's right.
You know what I'm saying? So you controlling your own destiny now. So you can just throw the middle finger to everybody.
I am the author of my destiny, absolutely.
The author of your destiny. God damn. What the? All right, somebody write that down. Channel Lock, write that on a notepad. We need to put that up on the site.
Author of the
I'm
destiny.
the author of the destiny. That's
right.
what the hell I'm talking
Author
about.
of her own destiny.
Author of her own destiny. Whatever.
Absolutely.
So, the next thing we want to get into. Hold on. Because I wrote out a list of questions. I just want you to know I've come prepared today.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not often we get super big stars on here. I mean, we get a lot of up and coming MCs, and we got some big people coming up in the next month. But I wasn't excited about them as I was about you. So.
Thank you so much.
All right. And then what made you want to go independent? Let's skip that. All right. Da. Now, being independent now, of course, you've got more freedom. You've got 100% freedom to do anything you wanted to do. Do you feel like you want to start edging away? Is this new album that you're coming out with gonna start edging away from the old Adina persona, or are you trying to like make a happy meld, or you just gonna keep on the same track, like as far as the message and the type of songs that you make?
It's going to be a happy meld. It's going to be evocative, sensual, and sexual that so many people love. And it's going to be an album where you'll get to hear parts of who I am and what I'm about. But also this particular project, Private Show, is, as an entertainer, as a singer, I'm a storyteller.
Right.
So, whether it's something that I've actually experienced myself or, something friends of mine have experienced, I'm going to tell that story. And hopefully, people will be able to relate to not only the sexual aspect of so the realistic side as far as it goes with real life.
Right.
Sex is real life, but the real issues that come into play that people deal with.
Now, can we look forward to any maybe like Crazy Bone collabos? You know what I mean, like y'all did, because I mean you and Crazy Bone did a song, and you've collaborated with some artists in the past. I mean, can we look forward to any new artists or different artists collaborating on the album with you?
Private Show really doesn't have any collaborations on it. When it comes to collaborations, I'm real particular because as of late in the industry, so many artists have songs and they have albums where the artist featuring 11 other artists. And it's like there's really not one song where you can hear them just, flying on their own.
Right.
So I've been real particular about, what, I can do this. I don't need the support of other people to make my album sell. If I do have an artist on the album, it's because I like them, I admire them, and I feel like they're an asset to the project or that particular song. But I'm just really like, people haven't heard me in a while and they haven't seen me in a minute, so